Hello there. If you're watching this, I'm actually recording this straight after I recorded the Nun review, but it's actually interesting because The Conjuring is the fourth movie in the timeline. So, in my first movie review, I reviewed The Nun, and I said I'm going to do them all in a row, and I accidentally saw like the fourth one, but it wasn't my fault because it was the first film to come out, so how was I supposed to know? It kind of reminds me of what do you call them? Oh, other films have done this. Like they've made movies like it's Star Wars, and then they go and make prequels. Okay, but yeah, like Paranormal Activity. Like I like those movies, and then all of a sudden it goes back to like the prequel. Okay. So The Conjuring is, I feel like it's better than The Nun. Whereas there's better actors in it. It's more paced. It's in a house, like it's secluded in a house. There's a side story, very small side story of this doll being possessed by a demon. And that's kind of how the film starts. And then you kind of see the doll a little bit in the movie, but it's really setting up for the Annabelle movies, which are to come. As far as I'm concerned, if you're watching this, you've already might have seen my Annabelle prequel films reviews. But yeah, so The Conjuring is actually about a demon and ghosts terrorizing this family of it's a father and a mother, and then they've got like load of daughters, and one daughter sees a little boy, and that's a ghost, and that's kind of okay, but then another daughter is being terrorized by a demon, and that's pretty good. I kind of like that because you don't really see the demon. You see the demon, you see the flashes of the demon every now and again, kind of like in what do you call it? The Exorcist. So that's pretty good. But so it's kind of, and then the mother becomes possessed as well. Like, the demon's sucking on the life force of the mother. So that's really good too. It's got a lot of really good points to it. It's got really good actors in it. So I kind of spoiled a little bit here, but I have to kind of get into spoilers now. So I like the pacing of the film. I liked all of the technology of the movie, kind of more so than The Nun, because there is kind of like cool 1970s technology, like with the black light trying to find stuff. And then like the movie starts off with they just move into this house, and then the dad finds like this like secret basement, and then of course there's where the demon's hanging out. But it slowly starts unraveling, and then we meet like our two heroes, the father, a couple who have a daughter, and I think the mother was the nun from the Nun, like she was like the hero nun from The Nun, and but she's obviously at some point she stopped being a nun, she got married, and had a daughter, and like now they're like kind of like the Ghostbusters, basically finding these possessed, kind of like reminds me of Warehouse 13 actually. They find these like possessed objects that are like dangerous, but they can take them back to their house, put them in their basement, and then kind of they're safe then from the public kind of thing. Because they still kind of have residual stuff on them, even though they exorcised the ghosts and the demons or whatever. But they keep Annabelle locked up in a case because she's really dangerous. But yeah. So I did enjoy the movie. I do recommend it. There's a lot. It slowly builds up until it gets to the climax where the mother's completely possessed, and just like going on a rampage. She bites one of a cop, Then she tries to kill her daughter, but through the movie it kind of unfolds that this was actually a woman who, you know, was a Satan worshipper, and she killed her kid because she was offering up to Satan, and then she ran outside and hung herself. So, and then before she hung herself, she cursed the land, you know. I hear them kind of stories all the time, but anyway, being in Ireland, you kind of hear all these kind of folktale stories, but so that was kind of really good. There's a lot of backstory, kind of nice. It kind of sets up the world, like, you know, demons are real, you know, this kind of thing happens. But also, like, they kind of had the couple go into a house, and like the house wasn't haunted, it was just the pipes type of thing. So that's good, like, you know, because they said actually, yeah, demons are real, but it's kind of really rare type of thing. That's good. I like that. That's good. And so, yeah, so I, like, you know, and then there is a resolution. There is a happy ending, but then there's kind of like, there's always the thing of, well, what about Annabelle? Because Annabelle got out and then got back into her cage, kind of without anybody realizing it. So that kind of sets up for the rest of the movies, which is cool. Which is movies I've already looked at. In my future, I've already, like, I'll be reviewing them, but I haven't watched them yet, from my perspective. But you've already seen the reviews of the two prequels. Like, it's crazy. But that's the timeline. Like, it goes back and forth the whole time. It's crazy. But yeah, so from now on, I'm going to watch them from the proper timeline. And, you know, so I've already seen The Nun, so I'm going to watch Annabelle. Can't remember the name of it, but I'm going to watch that at some point and review it. And I'm going to do the timeline properly. And I'm going to review all the films because I'm in lockdown and there's nothing else to do and I'm running out of noodles to review. So like and subscribe. I try to make these as funny and entertaining as possible. I don't put in movie clips because what's the point? You want to see the film, go watch the film. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to see a trailer, go watch the trailer. There's no point in me putting in clips, you know, because it's all editing and stuff, and you know what? I've other stuff to do than to edit the whole time. But yeah, like and subscribe, check out my other videos, check out my channel, check out my playlist. So I recommend the film. It's funny, it's a bit scary, it's really good. I think it's one of the strong, I'd say it's one of the strong ones. It was better than The Nun. Yeah, and that's it. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.